right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And it's so funny that you said that this morning because I was speaking in Long Island last week, and it was me, Tim Grover, Grant Cardone, and Brad Lee. That was the lineup. And they said we want you to come out to American Badass. I'm like, all right, that's the first time that's been my walkout song. But if you guys believe it, then hey, I'm good with it. So it was about 800 people and a great experience. Man, I'm excited about being with you this morning because we should never underestimate the need to re-enthuse people. I just finished a meeting with my team to get them excited. The purpose of my morning meeting is one thing: to activate and reactivate the prey drive in my people. Prey drive is an instinct to see something with the eyes or in the mind and have the persistence and intensity to pursue it. You say, well, why is this so important? If you have team members, why is this so important? Because if you understand human nature says we start with good intention, we fail to follow through, and then we experience guilt. I've been coaching people for 30 years. Okay. They get excited. That's the activation of the drive. They get distracted away from their B. B is some ideal picture that they're moving toward. They fall off the wagon, and then they experience guilt. And the guilt is associated with grief. I'm grieving my lost potential. I'm grieving what I was capable of becoming. I am grieving wasted time, folks, away from being distracted. So I meet with my team in the morning, and we did some role play this morning because I did a session last night with Dr. Kevin Elko. That's Nick Saban's coach at Alabama. And every time I do a session with him, I'm always reminded how little we role play in business America, how little we test people, how little we have repetition, how little we really break things down for people. Like, right? It's hard to get mad at people when you haven't trained them properly. It's hard to get mad at a person when they haven't been coached properly. So as the leader of my organization, I take full responsibility for that. Right? If somebody makes a poor phone call today, if somebody does a poor job, it's really my fault because I did a poor job training them on it. Okay. And if you take that type of total ownership over your organization, if you have people under you and they're not out there producing, you could say to them, they need to pick it up. They need to play at a better level. They need to get serious. Or you could say, as the leader, what am I not doing to help you be successful? Okay. I was a basketball coach for a decade, as many of you know, and I was coaching girls basketball, and we trained every day, 5.5 hours a day, typically 6 days a week. It's how we built national championship programs. But I specifically loved going over and sitting with our football coach. We had this national championship football coach, and he would break down film after a game. And sometimes a kid would miss a block, and he would stop the film, and he would look at the kid and he said, "Why did you miss that block, son?" And he would say, "Well, I didn't do this." And then he would stop and he'd go, "No, you missed the block because your offensive lineman coach didn't teach you how to block correctly and the importance of you blocking correctly." And you would see these grown men just get so mad because he placed all the responsibility on the coach, not on the player. Now, you know what happened the next week? That offensive line coach made sure that kid didn't ever miss a block again. So I take responsibility for my team when they don't perform like they should, when they don't follow up like they should, when they don't have their prey drive activated like they should. I say, what can I do to help you reach your goals? Okay. Now that's the purpose of your meetings. All right. Now the purpose of our meetings today is we're going to talk about conversion. And this is a key point because I see a lot of people that have a lot of conversations. Number one, I want you to understand, I coach a lot of people in direct sales. I'm coaching the number one EXP person in the world. Number two, number three, these people are making 500 to 700,000 a month in passive income. As you know, I've coached some of the top people in the world there. And here's what they always say to me: "Man, we got to duplicate. We got to duplicate. We got to replicate. We got to recruit." And I said, well, let's just ask a simple question. How much time is spent daily on duplicating? How much time is spent on having conversations with people? Okay. If you want to recruit people to your organization, you need three things. I want you to write these three things down. Number one, you need a message that other people can relate to. My message: everybody needs a coach in life. Be a freaking legendary creature. in Monster Producer. My new book, Flip the Switch, right? That's a message. And I bang on that message as hard as I can. I do a morning video every day. I'm on Instagram every day. I'm doing YouTube every day, right? I got a message and I bang that message. And what that does is it attracts people to me who identify with the message. Okay. If I were following you today on social media and you're in the business of recruiting people, because that's where the big money is. How many people think the big money's in recruiting? Raise your hand. The big money's in duplication, folks. It's in recruiting. Until you get this, you're just out there trying to survive every day in your little shop. You don't understand that the big money, which is what I'm telling all these people, look, the big money is learn how to be a ridiculous recruiter, man. That's where the big money is. So number one, you got to have a big message, man. And here's just a marketing tip. If you don't have a message that repels some people, you won't have a message that attracts the right people. Okay. I always joke when I wake up in the morning, I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, right? And I wake up every morning and I got 49.99 or 49.98. That means somebody dropped off on me. Somebody said he's too much for me. Somebody said, I don't like that little bald-headed pit bull. Somebody said, man, I'm tired of listening to his positive motivation. Good. Get the hell out. I'm only looking for people that are looking for me. Then I go over here to the right side where there's like 500 people trying to be my friend. And I click confirm and it goes right back up to 5,000. Like a little moment, like a little celebratory moment for me, right? It's like I get a little the serotonin in my blood. It's like, man, see, get that person out and get that person in. Okay. Get the people in who want to be in. Because guess what? I got a message, man. And I'm going to bang on that message. Number two, if I want to recruit people, is I got a big mission. People want to be associated with people who are doing big things. I'm not just trying to make it day to day. I'm building greatness factories and I'm interested in success schools for kids. And I got a mission to help activate the prey drive in millions of people around the world. I got a mission. All right. And people want to enroll. Think about enroll, man. I need your help. If you travel with me for a day, you see all the people I talk to in a day, text message, phone call, email, video text. And I'm like, man, I can't do it without you. Like I got this new book coming out called Flip the Switch. I can't make it a bestseller without people. So I'm like, man, I need your help. I need your help, man. I need you to help me. I need you to help me promote this book. I need you to buy a copy of this book. I need you to help me start a movement of activating prey driving people around the world. I need it to be known. Can you help me? I got a mission. Okay. And that's attractive to people. Nobody wants to sign up with somebody going nowhere. Okay. Third thing, if you want to recruit and attract people, is you got to have a lot of movement. Okay. If I ask you today, how many conversations are you having today about people enrolling with you, being involved with you, associating with you? See, I'm in Nashville right now, but I'm going to get on a plane and go to Dallas. Then I'm going to go to Denver. Then I'm going to go to Virginia Beach. Then I'm going to Detroit, Michigan. Everywhere I go, I'm adding new people. You don't need more money. You need more people. Right, Jessica? You don't need more money. You need more people. The people have the money, folks. So anything you can do to get in front of more people is a good thing. Would you guys agree? Anything you can do to get in front of people. I don't care what you have to do. So when I think about movement, there's two things I think about when it comes to recruiting people. And that is, as I'm watching you, your energy inspires me. Your activity inspires me. Don't tell me what you're doing. Show me what you're doing. Document what you're doing. Show me. Let me get involved in your life. Let me get to know you. See, today you can be famous not by being in the movies. You can be famous by being connected to more people. More people feel connected to you. They feel like they know you. They identify with you and your message, okay? The second part of movement is I'm starting a movement, okay? Think about action words, action concepts. 10X is a movement. Max out, movement. Lions, not sheep, movement. See, these are movements. These are things people want to be involved in if they identify with the message. Okay. So if I'm following you, I'm asking myself these questions. Do you have a message? Do you have a big mission? And do you have a lot of movement? Okay. Now, if you are doing these things, people are going to be attracted to you. Recruiting is going to become so much easier because people are going to want what you have. Okay. They're going to watch you and your lifestyle, and they're going to be, how do I have a life? Because I got a life over here, man, it ain't that good. And how do I go have that life and experience that kind of success? Maybe I need to get involved with them. Okay. Now, every day, okay, I want you to write these 4 things down, because this is what I do every single day. Number 1, I call on new people every day. Every single day, I call on new people. Every day. This morning, I was video texting people in New York who saw me speak at Long Island a few weeks ago. I would call, then I FaceTimed them, then I sent them a video message. Okay, I call them, they didn't answer, I FaceTimed them, then I sent them a video message. Here's the deal, man. Hey, this is Coach Burt. I saw you in Long Island. Thank you, man. I'm coming back to Long Island on October 9th. I'd love to spend some time with you. Bring your team down to see me, right? What am I doing? Calling on new people. You don't need more money. You need more people. Okay. So I went up to Long Island, spoke at the event with Cardone and Bradley and Tim Grover, got in front of 800 new people. Now, here's what I bet you. I'd be willing to bet everything in my pocket that none of those other speakers have followed up with those 800 people. But Coach Burt has. You know what I did? I went straight back to JB, the guy who put the event on. I said, man, let's put together something with you and I, and let's hit that list of 800. He said, I'll do you one better. I'll hit my whole list of 21,000 and tell them to come back and see me and you in Long Island. I said, Dad, now we're talking. Now, here's the deal. If I go back to Long Island, we only charge $9.97 to seat me in Long Island. We get 100 people. We made 100,000. That's 100,000 for the day, folks. It ain't 100,000 for the year. It's 100,000 for that day. That's worth going back to Long Island for. But it would have never happened if I wouldn't have gone to Long Island the first time to get in front of the 800 people, to build the relationship with JB, to follow up, to hit his database. Now I'm in front of 21,000 people. Very important what I'm teaching you guys, because how many raise your hand if you're not getting in front of enough people? Be honest. Okay. So every day I'm doing anything I can, man. How do I get in front of more people? Okay. So I'm calling on new money. Number 2, I am following up on anybody who has indicated interest in being a part, buying the product. How many of you believe if you're transformed by the product, you're going to want to go deeper? Okay. I think I told you this. I looked in the cabinet last night. My wife's got all these Herbalife products in there. Somewhere along the way, somebody got her turned on to this. Okay. So I open up the cabinet. I say, man, here's this, here's this. Last week it was one thing. Now there's 2 or 3 things in there. Now, here's my point. Follow up on anybody that indicates interest. Let's say Enrique has a message, goes out and shares that message, and I like his message on Facebook, and he notices that, man, every time he's posting, I like that. That's a follow-up. He should follow up with me and say, man, I notice you like everything that I do. It seems like you're interested in what we're doing. Would you like to get more involved in what we're doing, man? See, people buy my book for $9.95 on my website. That's a lead. There's not other speakers in the world that would ever call that person. We'll call them. Hey, thank you for buying my book. All right, what are you trying to do? How can I help you? To me, it is relevant, folks. So number 2, I'm spending time following up on people that are interested. Okay, I'm always following up on people that are interested. Now, let's get into the red zone. So I got my hit list. I got my farm club, which needs to go 7 to 15 touches. Okay, and I'm making notes while I'm talking to you. Okay, and then I've got my red zone. Now, this is where we're going to park for a second, and we're going to unpack a little bit of the red zone, because this is so critical. The red zone are people who have indicated interest, and they are right there ready to go. They need something. They may need information. They may need you to help them make a decision, which means to kill something off. They may need a phone call. They may need a text message. Okay. So I come into the day and I go, who is in our red zone? And here's the deal, man. I initiate. Hey, I know you're really interested. Okay. And then I start going through my conversion points. Okay. I want you to write down some of these conversion points. Number one, my favorite one, as you know, I can't help you till you commit. But once you commit, we ain't gonna let you fail. Okay. My wife challenged me on this one last night because she runs a part of our business. And she said, man, I use that line and it gets them to commit. But then they need to recommit. And I'm like, that's the purpose every week, is to recommit them, man. You got to recommit every day. Just because you made a decision 10 years ago, don't mean you ain't got to recommit today. Okay. I can't help you till you commit. Once you commit, I'm not going to let you fail. Now, I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, but I'm telling you it's going to be worth it. I'm going to be right there with you to help you recommit. I'm recommitting every day, just like you are, by the way. Okay. Number two, I call this the momentum conversion. We lose 10% of momentum every day we don't take action. Have you ever been on the wrong side of momentum? Seems like to me you're trying to build momentum in your life. That's why you want to be associated with us, because we got a lot of good momentum. Man, we can't build that momentum till you commit to something. Now, once you commit, let's get you going. For some people, it's just getting on the product, man. That's the commitment. That's the first commitment. Something small. It's not something big. It's something small. Just commit to something, man. Just commit to one thing. Just commit to coming to this. Just commit to being open to this. Just commit to a meeting. Just commit to something, right? So this is the momentum close. We lose momentum every day. We don't take action. Have you ever been on the wrong side of momentum? And it's like, oh, yeah, man, we don't want that. We don't want that. Okay. Third conversion point. Remember, I call this one the sweet tea and apple pie conversion because I live in Tennessee, right? This is a soft one. Out of everything I shared with you, what piqued your interest the most? If you look back over everything I shared with you about what it is we believe, why we believe it, what we do, how we do it different than everybody else, some people we have done this for, what piqued your interest the most? Okay. And I just shut up and let them talk. We had a guy that called in and said he was looking at my coaching program versus 2 other coaching programs. And I asked him one simple question. What are you trying to do? He talked for 45 straight minutes. At the end of talking for 45 straight minutes, he said, sounds like your coaching program is perfect for me. I didn't even say one thing. I asked one question. What are you trying to do? 45 minutes, he tells me. He gets to the end and says, man, I'm ready to sign up, coach. Sounds like this is perfect for me. I'm like, all right, man. I think it's perfect for you too. Listen to the question I ask. If Brittany and Christopher called into my office one day, I don't try to sell them anything. Here's what I say. What are you guys trying to do? Because I can't help you until I know what you're trying to do. I'm trying to build my team. I'm trying to build more passive income. I'm trying to become known. I'm trying to whatever. Once I listen, I say, okay, let me share with you a few things I believe so you understand why I'm making the recommendation I'm making. I believe this. I believe this. I believe this. Because of that belief and my experiences of 30 years of doing this and the success we're having with other people in industries like yours, this is what I think you need to do. Okay. It's like a medicine cabinet. You tell me what you're trying to do, where your pain point is, and I tell you exactly here's what I think you need to do. Now it's up to you to take action. Now, which is where I would say, Chris, I can't help you till you commit, man. But once you commit, I'm not going to let you fail. I believe we lose 10% of momentum every day we don't take action. Now, out of everything I shared with you, what did you like the most? Well, I really like this. I really like this. I really like this. Okay, great. Let me give you some examples of people we have done this with that I believe we could do with you. Now, if that sounds good to you, now listen to what I'm about to say. Sounds like it's exactly what you're looking for. It seems like you've been looking for this for a while. It feels like you're ready to get started. Am I right about that? These are simple conversion points. It sounds like, it seems like, it feels like. Am I right about that? And they go, yeah, okay. Let's get you signed up right now. What would stop you from doing it today? Okay. I'm coaching the #1 solar salesperson in the world. And he spoke at my conference last week, and he walks into a person's house he's never met, knocks on the door. They invite him in and he tells them right out of the gate, you're going to do something today that you never thought you were going to do. It's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for me. It's going to be good for the planet. And you're going to do it today. And he emphasizes the concept today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. I'm here. You're here. You're going to want to do it. And that dude is so confident. And I said, what's the most important thing in your sales presentation? He said, the word today. We're going to do this today. You're here. I got you on the phone. Well, why don't you follow up and send me some information? Like, I could do that, but that'll be miserable on you and miserable on me. I got to get your attention again. I got to get you stop your busy life. I got to represent the idea to you. Like, man, look at the momentum we lose when I got to follow up with you. You're here. I'm here. You want to do it. You've been telling me. I've been watching you. Let's just do it today, man. Let's just enroll you today. This is a little uncomfortable for a lot of people. And for me, for many years, I would have great conversations with people. And then I wouldn't just enroll them, man. I'd let them, I mean, well, we'll follow up with you, right? Like, see, you see what I'm saying? You got to have the boldness to say, man, it seems like you want to do this. It feels like this is perfect for you. It sounds like you're ready to get started. Let's do it today. This is a conversion point. The word convert something means it takes something and turn it into something. Boom, there's a conversion. Okay. I listen to salespeople talk all day long and they don't convert people. I call that sales flirting. You just flirt with people, man. Just talking around it. Like, ask them, be direct. Man, well, if I could get you started today, man, change your life today, get you moving in the right direction, what would stop you from doing it right now, man? Joining my team. Okay. Now, let me give you one more, because we're talking about the red zone. This is called my two things together conversion point. Well, what I'm really doing here is I'm bringing two things together. Your desire for X. Okay, let me go back to Brittany and Chris. If they say, man, I want to build my passive income to this, now I know what their desire is. Okay. What we're really doing here, Brittany and Chris, is we're bringing your desire for this, and I'd say exactly what it is, and my 30 years of experience doing it. And we're bringing these two things together. Okay. I have a special skill set in helping you build, grow, and scale this business. You have a desire to get X. I'm going to bring my skill set to your opportunity, and we're going to put these two things together. And it's going to be beautiful. When we put it together and it works like I think it's going to work, like it's worked for so many other people, I'd be happy to put you on the phone with them. Then we're going to go make magic together. But we really have to bring these two things together. That's all a commitment is, man. We're just bringing two things together. The word close means to bring two things together. If I close that door over there behind me, I'm bringing two things together. Everybody see that? To bring something to an end. I'm closing something. I don't care if you don't do it, by the way. If I said that and they go, man, I'm not doing it. I'm like, okay, it's fine with me. It's okay. There is no such thing as rejection. Some will, some won't. So what? 7 billion people on planet Earth, man. I'm just going to go look for somebody who's interested. Now, after I convert, that's my red zone. So today, who's in your red zone? An object at rest will stay at rest unless acted on by an outside force. An object in motion will stay in motion unless acted on by an outside force. Here's what that means. Most people are in a stationary position. They're in a static position. I'm bored. I'm stuck. I'm broke. I'm unhappy. I'm frustrated. Static. They're an object at rest. What gets them out of that? You come along in their life and you wake them up to their potential, right? How many of you have somebody on your team that was broke, stuck, in a rut, and turned out to be one of your best people? Raise your hand. Could have been you. If you're recruiting, you're looking for you 5 years ago. Unhappy, frustrated, not making the income you want. You're looking for you, man. And those people are everywhere. They're everywhere. There's more people like that than there are producing at a high level, folks. There's more people frustrated, stuck, complacent, bored, broke than there are people producing at a freakish level, man. Okay. That's who you're looking for. That's who's on your hit list, right? That's who's in your farm club. That's who's in your red zone. Now, let me give you one more piece. Once you get a person on board and you convert them, the sale is not over. It's a big mistake a lot of people make. How many of you have a lot of people start off good and they fizzle out? See, the sale ain't over. This morning in my team meeting, you know what I was doing? Recommitting my salespeople again today. See, they went home, dealt with their families, their wives, their kids. World beat them up a little bit. What I did is go in there and recommit them today, man. Let's recommit again today. Yesterday don't matter. It all goes to zero at midnight. Once you get on the team, man, now I got to recommit you. I got to recommit you to prospecting every day. I got to recommit you to following up every day. I got to the sale is never over, man. Once you sell them, you got to sell them again and 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 sell them again. I was coaching a top producer that Enrique would know. And he was making a lot of money in a direct selling model. And he got bored. And he hired me to be his coach because he was bored. He was making a lot of residual money. And he decided to write a book, and he decided to go out on tour and talk about the book. And he kind of got distracted away from his business. And he went out on tour to see 38 cities on his book. And he called me one night and said, man, this is miserable. Like, what am I doing? Like, what I need to do is go back to my business that's producing all this money for me. And I need to be doing that versus this. And here's what I said to him. That was absolutely necessary for you to figure out. You had to go through this to know that you had to go recommit to your business. And the dude recommitted to his business, and it's blown up. Okay. That's what you got to do every day, folks, is you got to recommit. And then you got to get your people to recommit. I was coaching the top EXP guy in the world yesterday. That's a real estate company. And I said, man, do you guys recruit every day? He's like, well, no. He's like, I got these 30 people under me, but man, they're not on the same page and they don't commit. I said, man, give me one session with them and let me recommit them to follow up and conversion and recruiting. And let's see how fast this thing can blow up. Now, out of the 30, there's going to be 4.8 that buy in. Everybody see that? There's 112 people on here. 16% of you are going to take what I talked today. You're going to go make money with it. It's going to be 34% of you. It's going to go, I'll do a little bit about what Coach Burt said. Then there's going to be 34% of you going to be very skeptical. And you're going to say, well, it worked. You know, I can't do that. Or I can't do what Enrique does. Or I can't do what the other top leaders on here do. Right? Like you're late majority. Like you're going to have to see it over and over and over. Then there's going to be roughly 16% of you that ain't going to do anything with what I taught you today. You're going to go back to doing what you used to do. Now, here's the sad part. You probably got to get to a breakdown before you have a breakthrough, right? I had a guy on my team once that handled some things for me, security, personal security, stuff like that. Former Marine, former in Navy, fought pirates in Somalia, and was dead broke, sleeping in his car. And he told me one day, he said, man, I'm embarrassed. This is embarrassing. I'm dead broke, sleeping out of my freaking car. I don't have a place to live. I'm overweight. Here's what I said, man. You ain't broke enough. You ain't embarrassed enough, because I ain't seen you make one sales call. Okay. I ain't seen you call one person and try to get money from anybody. Now he's getting his life together. It's hard to say to a dude, but that's what he needed to hear. I'm like, 37 years old, man. You need to get real embarrassed about where you are in life. You need to pick up that phone and initiate a sale right now. You need to do this every day to help yourself. And if not, you ain't frustrated enough, man. You can tell me all day long you're embarrassed. You ain't embarrassed. Embarrassment would drive action. Okay. I'm embarrassed in relationship to some of the people that are out there playing at a higher level than me. It ain't a bad thing. It's a good thing. I'm inspired by those people. Don't be right. Like, get mad about it. So what's a big point today? If we're going to recruit, we got to have a message. We got to have a mission. We got to have a lot of movement. Okay. Number two, we need to call on new money. We need to be trying to close people that have indicated interest, and we need to focus on that red zone. I want you to use these conversion points that I reminded you of today. I alerted to you something. to close people that are right there. Like as soon as I get done, I could call 5 people right now that have indicated interest and use those conversion points. Hey, this is Coach, man. I just got an incredible session with Enrique's team. Man, I want to work with you. You want to work with me. Let's do it right now, man. I can't help you till you commit. All we're doing is bringing 2 things together. Right? That's all we're doing here, man. Every one of you guys can do that. Okay. And the final piece is never underestimate the need to get your people excited again and again and again. Okay. Quit saying, I wish they would get on my level, and get down there and show them what it's like to be a pro. Sit side by side with them and say, I'm going to help you make phone calls. I'm going to show you how to prospect. I'm going to teach you how I'm making the amount of money I'm making. Don't assume they can get to your level, because they can't. You got to get down on their level. Okay. You got to get down on their level, right? People in my sales room that are making 80, 100 grand a year, they don't know how to make 200 grand a year until I show them. I got to get in there with them. Let's make calls together today. Let's follow up together. Let me help you close some red zone people. Let me give you a taste of what it's like. Okay. That's what we got to do. Okay. All right, guys. Good session today.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Hey, Coach, one more thing. How important are live events for people here? How important is that?
I'm going to tell you something. What I'm about to tell you, there is no greater activation point for a group of people to get a lift than a live event. Okay. And let me tell you why. I just did my own conference about 2 weeks ago called the Monster Nation Conference. It's the first conference I've ever put on at that level. We had about 150 to 200 people come to Nashville. And man, you should have seen for 3 days, the energy, the connection, the knowledge, man, it was incredible. And I told people there is nothing I could do. There's no Zoom I could do. There's no marketing I could do. There's no webinar I could do. There's no Facebook thing I can do that will replace me right here with a person. I'm telling you, folks, the power of a live event will give you such a lift in your business, man. It'll give you a good high for at least 90 days. And it'll teach you what you need to know. But it was conferences, Enrique, that changed my life, man. It was being in a room with big time people that changed my life. I'm telling you. Okay. Just the mere presence of being in a room, listening to the way they think and operate changed my whole perspective. It got me thinking so much bigger, man. So you need to be in a room. You definitely need to be in a room with a guy like me, getting focused and working through a system. And Matt, quit dabbling with things, man. Master something. If you want to make the big money, quit dabbling. Decide. Quit being casual. Okay? Get serious. Okay? That's the only way you're going to make the big money, man. To go pro.
Right. Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you to all the leaders that said in. If I've never met you before, at Micheal Burt on Instagram. I got a new book coming out called Flip the Switch. You can help me by buying it on Amazon. Okay. We need to make that a Wall Street Journal bestseller, man. I gotta get bigger in the world. I need your help. Okay. And then I look forward to seeing some of you guys coming up. God bless you. And we appreciate you, man. Love you.